The Detroit Pistons' new GM Troy Weaver masterfully navigated through the 2020 NBA draft to place some high talent behind veterans Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose. Jason and I are going to talk about a few of the rookies throughout this series, and the two that we're going to talk about today is forward Saddiq Bey and point guard Killian Hayes. And Jason, what's really cool about these two is that these are the first two rookies that were drafted in the first round that are actually starting for the Detroit Pistons since April 24th, 1994. Now we have two 98ers behind the desk here, so a little bit before our time, and same as before Bey's and Hayes' times. But as we know, the Detroit Pistons are 1-7 on the season, but right now Saddiq Bey, he is showing his potential, and he really does have a high ceiling as a Detroit Piston.
That's true, G. And love the little fun fact there. In 1994, that was Allen Houston and Lindsey Hunter. So going back in time for a sec there. The present, as you mentioned, features Killian Hayes and Saddiq Bey as those two rookies starting for the Pistons. Saddiq Bey is a guy who I love. I thought my NBA comparison for Saddiq Bey entering the season was Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors, because not only can Saddiq Bey shoot, but he can also defend. He's a two-way shooting guard / forward. He's kind of like your modernistic day winger in the NBA. Backtracking to his college days at Villanova, he hit 45% of his threes on a little under 6 attempts per game. And we've already seen that translate over to the NBA throughout just 8 games. He's coming off on Wednesday night against the Bucks, a 6-3 performance, career-high 20 points. Prior to that, he had 17 points on New Year's Day against the Celtics. So we're already seeing his fantastic shooting ability. And then defensively, back at Villanova, oftentimes his head coach Jay Wright would match him up against the opposing team's best player. I think that's something we could see Dwayne Casey doing down the road with Saddiq Bey, because he is that good on the defensive end. He moves his feet. He's good with not fouling. And I think this guy is a very smart player beyond his years, both offensively and defensively. Backtracking to his high school days, he was once a 5'8" guard as a freshman. He's grown a bit since then, but the reason I bring that up is because he still has those guard-like skills and basketball IQ. So again, my comparison for Saddiq Bey is Klay Thompson, and it'd be pretty decent if he turned into a Klay Thompson in a Pistons uniform.